Hey guys, it's Rybro. Making a video for you today, doing something a little bit different than what's been kind of the norm. There's a few things I wanted to address and a few questions I wanted to answer. First and foremost, thank you. We hit 1,000 likes last night. That is awesome. I'm super stoked about that. When I first started doing this, I didn't really know where it was going to go. If you told me a month ago that, hey, you're going to hit 1,000 likes in a month, I would have said you're crazy. But no, we did it. It's awesome. I truly appreciate it. I hope everybody continues to follow the page, follow the stream, and I'm going to continue to give away stuff. And I got a few things up my sleeve to keep it entertaining for viewers. Now, really the main reason to this video is there are 4 questions I'm asked on a daily basis. And I thought it would be better if I just made a quick video that kind of addressed those. The second biggest question I probably get is related to the stream itself. There are a lot of people out there who hate me. I don't know why. I don't know if it's my just really unmasculine, nerdy voice. I don't know if it's because I'm like any other player and I show emotion when I play. I don't know what it is, but I get a lot of messages from people telling me I suck. Why are you doing this? This is stupid. You're a nerd. Obviously, I see the other side of the fence where I do get a lot of the compliments and people say how cool it is. That's great. Look, I practice almost every single day. Basically, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago I started getting on a regular schedule. I had a kid. Well, my wife had a kid a year and a half ago. And that kind of threw me off for a year. My darts were pretty much in the toilet. They were a garbage fire. And I just finally got back on schedule. Been playing a lot. I've been seeing a lot of the consistency is starting to come back. And I'd say the high end of my game is definitely improving. But I started doing this because I kind of come from a video game background. And there's a lot of people that stream video games. And I had done it too. So I basically had all the stuff I needed to do it. And I thought, hey, I'm in my basement anyway practicing every night. Why not do it? So I started the page, and I thought I'd give away some stuff from my collection. And next thing you know, here we are, 1,000 likes later. That's why I do it. A lot of people say, why are you doing it? You're not even a good player. You're absolutely right. I'm a terrible player. In the whole world of darts, I'm maybe average at best. There are so many other players out there. There's a whole nother world beyond me that is full of incredibly talented dart players. I'm not a professional. I'm not a good player. I'm just your average dart player who loves the game, who's trying to get better, and I'm just doing something new for the community, a new form of entertainment. I want to try to give the best experience to the viewers as I can, and over the months to come here, the stream will improve. There will be a lot of new things. I'm going to bring in some other players down the road. But that's basically why I'm doing it. I just think it's funny people say I hate you. Okay, they watch 20 seconds of my stream and all I can say is thumbs up to them. But it's somebody brought it to my attention the other day about how they enjoyed watching me because they were able to relate that I'm just like them. I have my good days. I have my bad days. When you're watching a tournament on stream, they're only showing generally the good matches. You're getting later into the tournament, those matches become very high end. I don't know if that's what some people expected from me with this streaming thing, but you're going to see my highs, my lows. You're going to see my reactions. And some viewer pointed that out to me and said it's really cool to see the struggle and the success at the same time, and there's going to be a lot more of it. So I guess in general, I'm just doing it for fun. I'm like anybody else. I love the game, and I don't want to see the game die in my lifetime. I want my kid to grow up and play. So I'm running with it for now. We'll see where it goes, but I really do appreciate everybody who tunes in and watches me play darts. And, it's so far it's been a lot of fun. Even though the haters, I don't know what's up with that, guys. I'm apologize if I offended you in some way. But I digress. The next thing is the number one most asked question that everybody's been badgering me about, and that's the setup. I want to get one thing clear, because I think there's a misunderstanding. What you're watching, I'm primarily playing on the Grand Board 2. And I'm playing online, for those that don't know this, playing online against opponents from all over the world. And I've seen a lot of comments from people that say, ooh, I'm going to get this. I want this setup. And I think they think that if they buy the Grand Board, what they see is what they're getting. That is not true. That little window, oh, you can actually, what direction is it? Right there. Like you see that window, that corner of my stream, it has the score and whatnot. That's the Grand Board application. That's all that comes with the Grand Board. The camera you see on me, the camera on the board, those are cameras. Those are a completely separate setup. Those are being ran through different software. None of that comes with Grand Board. So don't go buy a Grand Board and drop $230 and then get mad at me. Because I have seen those comments out there, and I just wanted to clarify that. I know it sounds dumb to say this to some people, but I could see why people who don't know about the whole homeboard online aspect, I could see why they would confuse what they're getting. So basically the setup. Every single day constantly all day I'm getting messaged about it. And I'm not trying to blow anybody off. The setup is so dependent on everybody's own individual, I don't know how to explain it, but it really depends on what you have and what you're working with. So it's hard for me to help you. I've given some tips and tricks here, but at the end of the day, you have to have business class internet. Specifically, your upload has to be incredibly fast. So you have to fork out the money for business class internet. The second thing you absolutely have to have, and these are the two things, you absolutely have to have a high-end PC. I have a high-end laptop that I'm using right now. That's what I use, and this whole process absolutely shreds your CPU. My computer's probably not going to last very long. I'm in the process of getting a new one, but those are kind of the two important things. Like right now, if you don't have business class internet or you don't have a high-end PC, you can't do it. Then the rest of the stuff is kind of dependent on what you want or what you're looking for. I have cameras and tripods. It looks like a studio in my basement. I have a bunch of converters, capture cards, cords everywhere. And then you have to have encoding software, and then you got to work with the encoding software to get it to work with everything, and it is easier said than done. I ran into a lot of problems when I was trying to do this. That's kind of the gist of it. Someday I'll take a picture and kind of, circle everything, kind of show you where everything's at. But it's hard for me. I apologize to anybody that's been asking me for help on it. What do you need? It's hard to answer that question because it is just a list of stuff that you would need. But like I said, before you can go anywhere, you have to have a high-end PC and you have to have really fast internet. And your standard residential internet generally isn't fast enough. But then again, that might vary where you live. But for where I live, it's a business class internet that I need. It's... You're going to run into a lot of problems if you do end up going that route. I suggest Google. I really do. Google is my best friend. Even though I had streamed in the past for video games, I still ran into trouble with it because it's just a little different scenario. So hopefully that clears the air on that. Don't buy a Grand Board thinking you're getting this whole setup that I have. That is not a thing. It's like I said, I'll take a picture someday. It's a whole studio in my basement. So moving on, the third question I get asked a lot, and you see it on stream a lot, is my darts, my setup. Don't take my advice on a setup. The only advice I'll give you is it's all trial and error. All trial and error. Do whatever, use whatever you want to use that feels natural. But it took me a long time to figure out what to throw, but I just throw, so they're Paul Limbs is what they are. They're Paul Limb barrels, L-style shafts, carbon shafts, I should say, and then I just use L-style standard flights, and then Fit Point Plus tips. I've been using these Paul Limbs for a few months now. They wore down pretty quick, so you might be seeing a different dart on stream soon. I'm not sure which one, but these kind of wore down where I'm starting to... You've probably noticed it on stream where I'm regripping. I'm having trouble getting rid of the dart because there's not a lot of grip on them. I'm going to try to clean them up, see if it brings back some of the grip, but they wore out too fast. So that's what I throw. People have asked me for suggestions on what to throw. There's no suggestions. You need to just try, it's all trial and error. That's all it is. And the last question that I pretty much get asked all the time is audio on the stream. You can hear the board sounds, but you can't hear me. And I know it looks like I'm cussing and swearing and throwing. Last night I was pretty upset with how I played, but the audio's coming. It's a little bit trickier to where you see video gamers who stream, they're wearing headsets. I can't really wear a headset. I do have a lavalier mic, and I do have a Blue Yeti mic. I'm experimenting with both. I will eventually have sound sooner than later. It's just about getting it. I want it to be perfect or near perfect when I do start using it. I'll probably have to clean up my mouth a little bit because, yes, I do swear quite a bit when I play. But I've been badgered about that quite a bit. People want to hear my frustration and hear what I have to say. So I promise you it's coming. I don't really have an exact time frame. Within a month, hopefully. It's just a matter of me trying to find some time to sit down and tweak it and get it perfected. Otherwise, that's essentially the video. I just wanted to address those questions. Again, I really appreciate everybody that watches this. I don't know where it's going. I'm just having some fun with it. So with that said, there's a subscribe button on YouTube. Please hit it. That way you can follow the videos. I post a lot of clips on here, including my fails. I know I've posted a few fails here recently, but again, thanks. Hope everybody had a good Thanksgiving. I know I did. I'll see you guys on the stream soon.